Here we have for sale our March 2024 on a 24 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T6.1, so the facelifted 6th generation of the Volkswagen Transporter. This is a T32, which means it's got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. That's very important for any business customers that are watching this, and I'll explain why a little bit later on in the video. This is the Highline Kombi, so Highline being the spec, Kombi meaning it's got 2 rows of seats. Short wheelbase, it's got the 2-litre TDI Euro 6 diesel engine producing 150 PS, which is roughly 150 brake horsepower. But crucially, what makes this one very different and sets it apart, not just this beautiful colour, but this here, which is that this one is a 4Motion, which means it is 4-wheel drive, or has the capability of being 4-wheel drive. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a 4Motion Highline Kombi of this age. Should mention as well, it's got the 6-speed manual gearbox. What we'll also do is have a look at the condition, have a look at what has been done to this vehicle, which is not quite standard, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale with us here at Bridgend Van Centre. So, the colour I briefly mentioned, a beautiful colour. One of my absolute personal favourites. You don't see many of these on the road. This colour is called Mojave Beige, like the Mojave Desert. This lovely metallic sort of gold colour really changes very nicely in the sunlight, but I think it is such a classy look. I think it looks really, really smart indeed. Of course, on a Highline, you get a number of elements which come colour-coded. That includes the bumpers, the mirrors and door handles. All of that comes colour-coded in the body colour. At the back here then, we can see that this one is spec'd with a rear glazed tailgate. So tailgate is one door which comes up like so, and glazed, of course, meaning it has got the rear glass. And you can tell this is factory because it's got the heating elements, the little orange lines there in the screen, but also it has got the rear wiper as well. Now, there's a number of things which have been changed on this particular van, and the first thing to note is the rear spoiler, which has been added, which ties in, I think, really well with the rest of the sporty styling which we can see around here. The first factory optional extra then, which I can speak of on this van, is maybe not quite apparent initially, but it is tucked under here, and that this one has got a detachable tow bar. You can see that is all absolutely brand new, as basically the van is, but it's got 13-pin electrics and a detachable tow bar, which is very nice. Of course, on the Highline model, you do get parking sensors as standard. So that is front parking sensors and rear parking sensors completely as standard. In the back of here then, the floor is what you'd expect to find on a Kombi. So nice soft touch Kombi floor, plenty of tie down points dotted around in the back. But then again, not quite standard here. You can see that this one has been fully carpet lined with a fantastic suede headlining with the nice extra LED spotlights there as well. Over on the left hand side then, you can see this is your placement of the toolkit, and crucially that is where your detachable tow bar is to be stowed there in a nice little cubby just there as well. But it makes a big difference, this carpet lining inside the back of the van. Makes it feel a lot more car-like in here, helps to deaden down the sound, and also some extra warmth as well, because there is some insulation behind there, and that headlining, as you can see, runs through to the front headlining on the van. If we shut that then, we'll continue to go around the outside of the vehicle. Now, in terms of condition, there's really not much to fault on this vehicle. It has got, 300 miles on the clock, so you're not going to see any previous repairs or anything like this down the side, which we're usually looking for. It is effectively delivery miles. There's one little stone chip on the front, which I will show you, but other than that, there's not really anything to fault. It's in absolutely stunning condition. In terms of kit then, you can see that this one, or you may not maybe first realise, but this van has been lowered. So it's been lowered by 35mm on lowering springs. And you can see a fantastic set of alloy wheels on here as well. So this has got the 20-inch gloss black Navis twin 5 alloy wheels. Same wheels I've got on my own personal van. I absolutely love these wheels. I think they just look so well on the Transporter. Really nice chunky alloy, and I think work really well on a van like this. You can also see there's a nice set of sidebars and also a set of roof bars on this van as well to really finish off that sort of side profile and silhouette of the van. Opening up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look inside here. And of course, as you'd expect in here, absolutely brand new. The brand new floor, seats, everything in here is absolutely as it should be from factory. So you've got the twin adjustable armrests. You can set those to your desired height using this little dial just there. You've got the leather multifunctioning flat bottom steering wheel, and you can see on the left there, of course, you've got adaptive cruise control, which is a really nice feature that comes as standard on the Highline. And then on the right-hand side here, you've got your onboard computer controls just there as well. And yes, you did hear it right a bit earlier in the video, 332 miles recorded on this van. Up on top of the dashboard then, plenty of extra storage space up here, nice little 12-volt socket. And then into the center, this brings us on to another optional extra, probably the most significant on this van, and that is it has got the Discover Media satellite navigation. So for me, the main benefit of having the Discover Media satellite navigation, well, a couple of things, is one, that you get a bigger screen. So on the standard Highline, you get a slightly smaller screen than this. So this is a nice flush, larger screen, which I think looks really, really nice. Of course, you've got satellite navigation, which is going to be really handy if you ever lose phone signal. And the reason I mention that is because, of course, you do get App Connect. But crucially, when you have Discover Media satellite navigation, it is wireless App Connect, which, yeah, big bonus, something I wish I had on my own personal van. And as I say, just means that you can, as soon as you've got your phone paired to this, as soon as you jump in, start the engine, if you've got an Apple phone, it will immediately pop up with Apple CarPlay on this nice larger screen. Same thing with Android. I do apologise, I just had a momentary glitch. I was just explaining that with the Discover Media Nav, that does give you wireless App Connect. And then if we look down here, a bit more extra spec as well. You get air conditioning, heated windscreen, and you on the left-hand side, you can toggle your parking sensors and your start on or off there as well. 6-speed manual gearbox, I mentioned right at the start of the video, and you can see the full book pack is over there as well. Just moving then around, just before we go, 2 full remote keys, of course, are supplied with the vehicle. As we move around to the front then, some other changes which have been done on this particular van, and that is the full gloss black front end. So you can see the gloss black upper grille, the gloss black lower grille, and also the splitter here down the bottom, which I think when you tie that in with the wheels, the sidebars, and the colour, of course, I think that is absolutely fantastic. It's a really stunning looking van. Of course, the all-important 4Motion badge here on the front, but there is a little stone chip which is just here. You can just see that on my finger there. Well, there's actually 3 tiny little marks. As I say, only very small. They have just been neatly touched in, but unfortunately something during delivery must have flicked up on the motorway and a little stone has caused that. I'd rather point it out than try and hide anything, as we are very transparent here. Anyone that knows us, that is the way that we like to operate, but that is literally the only thing on the entire van. If we open up the side loading door then, we can have a look inside here, and we can see that this one has also got another optional extra here then, and that is the split rear seating. So the 2+1 split rear seating. On the camera there, looks like there's a line there, but in the flesh there's nothing there. That's very odd. But yeah, you've got a 2+1 split rear seating in the back of here, and that again is a factory optional extra. Benefit of that is that you can operate this seat completely independently, so you can gain some access there into the back. You can fold the seats down, and you've got ISOFIX compatibility, of course, across the 3 seats there as well. But again, condition-wise, absolutely spot on in here. It's even got the factory car bin, which these come with inside as well. So just to summarize then, this is a March 2024 on a 24 plate Volkswagen Transporter T6.1 Highline 4Motion Kombi in Mojave beige with what is effectively delivery miles. Absolutely fantastic condition, of course, as you'd expect, barring the stone chip here on the bonnet, which, as I say, we have just neatly touched in. Beautiful styling kit, as I say, very unusual being the 4Motion, fully carpet lined with the suede headlining in the back, and of course the LED spotlights as well. And why it's important as a T32 is because a T32 is classed as a commercial vehicle. So for any limited companies watching this, or director of a limited company, I should say, watching this, this one is the one that will keep the accountant happy. Of course, you can get your own advice from your accountant on that, but yeah, this is what I run as my own vehicle as a director of a company, and I say this is the one that will keep the accountant happy, being a T32. For anyone who's not a director of a company, where that may not be relevant at all, the T32 does give you a bit of extra weight capacity in the back, so it's 3.2 tons gross on this particular van. You've got manufacturer's warranty until March 2027, So the vehicle is, as I say, absolutely ready to go and be enjoyed straight away from us here at Bridgend Van Centre. If you haven't seen already, I urge you to head over to our website there, bridgendvans.co.uk. That's where you'll find the full advert with the price, the description, and of course the photography of this vehicle and of all of the others that we've currently got advertised. Thank you very much for watching.